Hey, what's up everybody?
What's going on?
This is Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are Lido Loca, and this is Cruise Wars Volume 4. Cruise Wars! Volume 4. Alright guys, we are back for another week. New week, new topics. This is Cruise Wars, where we go to war weekly over the hottest topics in cruising.
Do we go against each other?
Kinda, you know. What? If you guys don't know how it works, this is what happens. We have 8 topics every week. We have 5 topics that were from the last few Cruise Wars that haven't been chosen yet. And then we add 3 new topics that came out of the comments on Facebook and on the comments below. So if you have a topic for Cruise Wars, leave a comment. We put them in a bowl, we mix them up. This is the bowl right here. And then we draw them out. And one of us argues for one side of the issue, and the other argues for the other. So I guess we kind of are at war with each other.
And what kind of die is this?
This is a 20-sided die. It's very, very official, very, very important to the process.
It is.
And so the way we start is we tell you the 5 topics that we had left over in the bowl at the end of last week, and then the 3 new topics. So you want olds or news?
I'm going to do the old.
All right, well, let us know what the old topics are that are going in the bowl.
All right. The first one. Is it okay for 18 to 20-year-olds to use the adult areas? Should comedians use vulgar language in the adult comedy shows?
Bada boom, bada bing!
Is it okay to remove prepaid gratuities? Singing waiters and twirling napkins? Should you save chairs on the Lido?
Jenny, there's some great topics. They haven't been chosen yet. I don't know which ones are the oldest, but maybe we'll get to them this week.
Yes.
And we're going to add these 3 new topics that were brought to us by the fine folks out there, the viewers like you.
That's right.
All right, the brand new topic. You can tell they're new because the paper's not folded yet. Should you tip extra beyond your normal gratuity? Extra tipping? Should there be a topless deck on the cruise ship? I go topless a lot on the cruise. Should the cruise line tell you when to check in? All right, those are the 8 topics. You ready to go to war?
Well, let's mix them up.
Come on, Jay. You know how we mix them up. You gotta put the bowl up here. The hand has to go in.
I think that's good.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go.
It's good.
Who went first? You went first last week?
I did, so you go first this week.
I'm going deep into the bowl. Topic number 1. Should you save chairs on the Lido deck? We're going to roll the die. If the numbers are 1 to 10, I am against saving chairs on the deck. And if the numbers are 11 through 20, I'm for it. Which side do you want to argue? 7. I am against saving chairs on the Lido deck.
Okay.
All right. We got the timer. We got 1 minute on the clock. You tell me when to go.
All right, go.
All right, should you save chairs on the Lido deck? So there's this phenomena that I noticed. I get up early to do a little filming, try to get a little sunrise, do a little ship tour. And I noticed that even in the wee hours of the morning, there are people's personal belongings on the deck chairs on the Lido deck. And people leave all kinds of stuff. They leave like t-shirts, and sometimes they'll leave their identification. I know because I pick them up and take them with me. Because you should not save chairs on the Lido deck. Look, if you put your stuff on a chair and you are not out there, I'm going to go through it. You should not save chairs because it's not fair. Just because you figured out a way to drop a towel on a chair that you plan on coming back like 2 hours later while you go eat the Lido buffet, take a shower, scratch your butt, whatever you're going to do, it doesn't mean the person that comes out ready to use the pool should have to find some other chair. You know, there's no saving of chairs. If you leave your stuff on a chair, there's a good chance I'm taking it. You might have wondered where those extra clothes came from, Jenny. They came from deck chairs.
I was wondering.
All right, 1 minute on the clock. Somehow you were going to tell me why you should be able to save chairs. You ready? Mm-hmm. Here you go. Go.
Well, why do they give you those pretty blue towels on Carnival if you're not supposed to put them on the Lido deck? I mean, what are you supposed to do with them? I mean, besides, if you're running to get something to eat at the buffet, and I have to run back to the cabin for something, why should I give up our great seats? I mean, that's really it.
So you're telling me that just because you got up earlier than I did, you should be able to leave a towel?
Absolutely.
Come on.
You lazy things that sleep late. I mean, I'm out there.
I'm taking your stuff.
And I have to put them out there, and then I go back to the cabin, go back to sleep for a little bit, and then when I come back, my stuff should be there still.
How long should your stuff be able to stay out there before they move it?
At least 2 hours.
2 hours. All right, so what do you think? Should you be able to save chairs? I can't, it's hard to struggle for a reason to say why you should be able to save chairs. So either way.
It's also hard to struggle why you shouldn't let us put the towels on the Lido chair.
So leave a comment below. Let us know. Do you think you should be able to save chairs, or do you think correctly that you should not be able to save chairs?
All right, are we ready for the next question?
Topic number 2.
Topic number 2. Let's see. Singing waiters and twirling napkins in the MDR.
All right, so we'll set this up in case you don't know. At least on Carnival, in the main dining room, every night they stop the dinner service so that the waitstaff can sing and play music, and they encourage you to take your napkin and twirl it in the air while the songs are going on, dance a little bit, that kind of thing. So what we will argue here is whether that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah. All right, let me roll the die. I am number 11, so I am for it.
You are for. Yes. You are for. You ready?
I am ready.
1 minute on the clock.
Okay.
Go.
So I go into the MDR. We're enjoying some dinner. And then all of a sudden, it starts. The music. And you stop and you just watch the entertainment. How awesome is that? That at dinner, I get to also not only have a wonderful meal, but I get entertainment. And it's fun. They pick up, they get some of the people that are eating there to get up and dance with them. And it's everybody on the wait staff. And we're twirling our napkins and the music is going. And you know what? It's just so fun. I think it's awesome. I'm done. I yield back my time because it's a twirling time. I didn't have that much time left anyway.
No, it's about to go. All right, so 1 minute on the clock.
Ready?
Yes.
Go.
I tell you what, I like to go to dinner for dinner, and then all of a sudden I'm trying to enjoy my food, and I got the Yahoo at my table or the person next to me twirling their crumb-filled napkin around. I got crumbs flying at me. I got to listen to some guy sing who should be getting my escargot. This is a horrible practice. It's slightly entertaining, but these poor guys, they got enough to do anyways. If you're like me, you've ordered 18 courses. So we're waiting for the guy to bring the 18 courses. I got Joe Schmo twirling his napkin, throwing crumbs at me. And then the guy that should be bringing my food is now a lounge singer. Come on, what's the guy going to do next? He's going to drive the boat after he drops my dessert off? Why don't we just let the guy serve my food and then I'll go to a show? I don't have to get the crumbs on me. Like, I want to wear a raincoat to the MDR over my, tank top on formal night. But that's beside the point. Quit throwing your crumbs on me. Quit singing and dancing at dinner.
I'm so glad the timer went off. Because I'm starting to cry.
So dumb.
Singing waiters! Wah wah!
Crumbs! Come on.
Alright, it's your turn. That was a good one.
We need something we can break. Some of these topics, man, make me want to lose my mind.
It makes him want to lose his mind.
Well, this one feels like it's been folded up for a bit.
Oh,
Topic number 3. Finally. Is it okay to remove the prepaid gratuities? I have seen so many people lose their mind on the cruise group over this topic. I'm glad we get to discuss it tonight. All right. 13. I am for removing prepaid gratuities. Wow, I can't believe I have to argue this side of this issue. You guys ready?
Yes.
Here we go. 1 minute on the clock. All right. So why should I take the gratuities off? Look, it's not on me to pay people a salary. If people should make a certain amount of money, the cruise line should pay people that amount of money and just charge me. I pay what I pay for the cruise. Now I got to pay some extra money to tip the guy that should be getting paid anyways. Look, I'm going to take my own money and I'll give my room steward, who I see every day, what I think he deserves. And if I feel like I get good service in the Lido, or I feel like I get good service in the main dining room, I'll tip those people. But just some arbitrary charge for stuff I don't even know what it's for. Look, cruise lines, pay your people more. I'm taking it off. I'm going to give people what I think they deserve. And I'm only going to tip the people that I know are actually helping me. I think it's wrong that you're taking my money, and I'm just not going to do it. I'm not cheap, but look, I save for my cruise. I need to spend money in the casino, and just trying to give out some money that you made up because you don't pay your people enough. I'm not doing it.
You're done.
All right, Jenny, I guess you got some good reasons why I shouldn't take off the prepaid gratuity.
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Go.
So, yes, the tips are suggested, but why would you want to take them off? The crew works so extremely hard to fulfill our every need on a cruise. Our cabins are cleaned every day. There's the public restrooms. All of the public areas are clean and spotless, and the windows don't have any fingerprints on them, and the Lido buffet and the MDR, people are just there serving us. There is no way you should take away from them. And yes, it's split amongst all of them, but then you go ahead and if someone's doing a better job, or you feel the need to give them more, then give them more. But don't take off those gratuities. I'm done. Just do not take off the gratuities.
I'm not doing it. I already took ours off.
You better have not taken ours off. All right. Well, now is also the time of Cruise Wars that we actually tell you how we really feel.
I might need a break. I'm kind of worked up.
You are a little red there.
I'm a little worked up. All right, so 3 topics tonight. If you really want the skinny on how Jenny and I at Lido Loca feel about these topics, we're going to give it to you right now. What was number 1?
Number 1. What was number 1?
I've forgotten because I'm so mad.
He is like the sweat and the heat coming from his body is crazy. All right, number 1 was, should you save chairs on the Lido? No!
You shouldn't save chairs on the Lido. I know that there's still going to be... I mean, I don't want to overgeneralize. I've seen some people saving chairs, and I don't know. These seem like the same people that would cut you off to get a parking space that you got your blinker on. It's probably an overgeneralization, but
and it's like they're out there at 5 in the morning. Are you kidding me? You have to get the first... And you know what? My favorite thing to see is when the crew goes over and takes your personal stuff and puts it away, and then you come out and you don't know where it's at. It's almost as much enjoyment of seeing a pier runner.
Yeah, maybe. Don't save chairs.
Don't save the chairs.
And if you believe that you should, leave a comment below. We'll fight about it in the comments.
Yeah.
We'll war.
Well, and here's a for instance, right? Say you and I are there, and we, when our parents get older, do we save chairs for them?
I mean, I think if we're there on the Lido deck, okay, here's an expansion of it.
Okay.
There's 2 of us. We need 4 chairs because Chris and Heidi, are older siblings.
Shipmates.
Chris and Heidi, they're older.
They're older.
They're older. And since we
Did we mention they're older?
We might get there earlier.
They're older.
Is it okay for us to save extra chairs for our older siblings? What do you think? I would be inclined to save the chair at that point.
I mean, exactly.
That's so crazy. So, I don't know.
I think if you're there, if you're there and you're saving chairs for your older siblings,
yes,
or your grandmother or something like that,
yes,
then I think it's okay because you're there. But if you just drop off your towels, you and your spouse, and go eat breakfast and then come back about an hour later and there's no supervision of your stuff, No.
So basically, we just need to pay one of our kids to go like save 8 chairs on the.
Yeah.
Here, little Johnny. Go save these 8 chairs. I don't know. Now I'm conflicted. You guys leave a comment below. Let us know. Let us know on the new twist.
Okay. The next thing was singing waiters and twirling napkins.
Me personally, it doesn't bother me. I do think there is something to my argument about I really would just rather them bring me my food and not, like, a lot of times we go to the main dining room and then we go to a show. So some of them look happy to do it. Some people look like
it's painful.
It does look, yeah, some people it looks painful. It almost looks like that 8th guy in the happy birthday song at, Chili's. You know he doesn't want to be out there. He's got other stuff to do, and you just drug him out of making, a quesadilla or something so he can sing happy birthday. So, I can leave it. Like, I don't, it's not something I have to have.
I mean, for me, it's not something I have to have. When it happens, though, I enjoy it. I enjoy watching, them dance and, the other, other people on the ship dancing. But, it's almost kind of cheesy in the fact that if we were going to, the Outback or something and it was your birthday and they're coming over to sing happy birthday.
Right.
It's kind of just
it's very
cheesy
similar to that, right?
Yeah. So I'm with you. I could take it or leave it. It doesn't bother me, but I mean I don't have to.
Yeah, it's not gonna ruin my cruise, but I'm like, I don't know.
Nothing ruins your cruise.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you're on a cruise.
You're on a cruise.
None of this is all serious.
And
you're on a cruise. Look at the sea.
The last topic is highly debated. Should you remove prepaid gratuities?
Yeah, this is one that is. I mean, it's debated all day long, all over. And my thing is, you know what? Prepaid gratuities. This way we don't have to worry about it when we are on the ship. We bring extra, fives and, dollar bills if, for extra tipping and, our cabin steward always.
Yeah, so for me, I think one thing that's helpful for me is the recognition. So I had an advertising class one time that said advertising and marketing is basically a scheme to remove you from your money. And
well, I'm a director of marketing. What are you saying about me?
I'm not saying anything about you, and I do quite a bit of marketing too. So there is an idea there that when you go to book your cruise, that initial low price is to get you interested in booking a cruise.
Right.
But it honestly isn't always the total cost of your cruise.
That's right.
So if you go at it with the awareness that this low price is not the only thing I'm going to have to pay for, it becomes easier. I know I need travel insurance. I know I'm going to have to pay for gratuities. I might know that there's going to be extra things on the ship that I want to buy, like, drinks if I'm not buying a drink package, or a specialty dining if I know it. So when I go to book a cruise, I can't just go, oh, wow, I'm getting 7 days for $700. I have to go, okay, well, what are the add-ons? And then it's a lot easier to think about it. But if you go and say, look, I'm getting a cruise for $700, and then everything else becomes shocking to you, then I could see why you'd want to remove the gratuities. It's like, oh, I just had to pay for travel insurance. Dang, I forgot I was going to pay $70 for 2 of us to go to the steakhouse. Oh, and then, I didn't really think about drinks. I think I'm just going to take those gratuities off because, I didn't really budget this much.
Right.
And I'm not saying that happens to people. And there are people that say they want to just tip themselves because they can do it better. What the cruise lines have told us over and over is that tip pool covers more than the people that you see. And you can decide whether you believe them or not. But if you take what they're saying at face value as somebody who's trying to provide us a cruise, then basically what they're telling you is if you remove the cruise, you're shorting somebody on money. So if you feel comfortable doing that, you can do that.
Right.
But to get to that point, you'd have to say, well, the cruise line's lying when they say that the tips go to people that you can't see, and then you have to say, well, I'm okay then with people getting shorted because I don't want to pay prepaid gratuities.
Right. And weren't you used to
Yeah, I believe in worshiping the gratuity God. I used to wait tables, and I've delivered pizza, and I've had multiple jobs where if you give good service, you get tipped, and if you give bad service, most of the time you get tipped. And so I always believe that it's better to pay it forward, and just a few extra dollars isn't that big.
And I've never worked in a job that I relied on tips. You know, which is a good thing because if you didn't leave me a tip, I would definitely come after you.
She would cuss you out.
All right. So that was Cruise Wars number 4.
Cruise Wars Volume 4. Hey, help us keep it rolling. We need your suggestions. Leave a comment below with a good topic for Cruise Wars. We're keeping a list, and so we do have some fresh ones to go in. But
Checking it twice?
Checking it twice, just like Santa Claus. But yeah, so we'll be back next week with Cruise Wars number 5. If you like this video, you like Cruise Wars, you like what we're doing here on the channel, please give us a like on the video. Consider subscribing.
Hit the notification button so then you know when we're going to come into your living room.
Yeah, if you hit the notification bell, as soon as the video goes up, you get a pop-up.
Yeah.
And who doesn't like that? And follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram.
Lido Loca.
At Lido Loca. And don't forget to join the party over at the Lido Loca cruising community. I'm going to say it's the hottest cruising community on Facebook.
We have so much fun over there.
We do. And so jump on in. It's open to everybody. Come have a conversation with us on Facebook. And yeah, these are some hot topics, and now I'm conflicted on the saving chairs for big groups.
Yeah,
so,
a little bit.
Anyways, maybe I'll try to catch some people saving chairs on the Liberty. Stay tuned. So anyways, guys, we appreciate you watching, and until the next video.
We are out of here, and we will see you on the Lido.
We'll see you on the Lido.
Bye.
Bye.